This video will explore the Women's March, specifically the aim of the movement and the importance of intersectionality. The Women's March is a worldwide protest movement that began in January of this year and originated from the US in response to President Trump's inauguration. Though it was spurred in response to Trump's alleged misogynistic stance, the movement also celebrates and advocates various social policies and movements, including and not restricted to women's rights, healthcare, LGBTQ rights, and racial equality. The original movement in Washington saw attendees of approximately 500,000 individuals, and worldwide supporters overall have been estimated to be around 5 million in number. Most marches worldwide have taken place in North America and Europe, though there are instances in Africa, South America, Australia, and Asia. On their mission page, the Women's March details their mission as coming together in solidarity to confront the threatening rhetoric of the last US election cycle, as well as coming together to defend the marginalized. Recognizing that defending the most marginalized among us is defending all of us. Mainstream feminism was not targeting the needs of women of color. This resulted in a push for intersectionality. So what is intersectionality? Intersectionality explores, acknowledges, and studies the interactions that one experiences due to their multiple identities coinciding together to create specific outcomes, exclusions, and subordinations. The framework of intersectionality can be found in many levels of society and our everyday lives. Intersectionality aims to address the consequential power relations and outcomes that are made from one's identity. At the macro level, it includes global and national level institutions and policies. At the immediate level, includes provincial, state, and regional level institutions and policies, and at the micro level includes community level interactions, grassroots institutions, and policies. Intersectionality is useful, since it identifies that this structure does not affect us all in the same way. It is important to acknowledge that feminism has a long history of racism, and that the intersectional framework aims to combat and to allow for the consideration of different experiences based on particular identities. The concept of intersectionality is a result of the Black feminist movement, in the beginning of the civil rights movement in the late 20th century, as well as the burgeoning feminist movement, resulted in discontent within participants whose identities interlocked within these two movements. Oppressed by both Black men within the civil rights movement and the white women within the feminist movement, Black women struggled with getting their voices heard in either movement and shedding light on their unique experiences. Black feminism argues for the inevitable intertwining of multiple identities within individuals, and such existence of multiple identities resulting in different experiences of oppression and discrimination. From 1850s Sojourner Truth to the 21st century's Black Lives Matter movement, Black feminism has come far, and it works now together with other feminist movements to recognize the importance of intersectionality in identity and oppression. Why does intersectionality matter in women's movements? It matters in many ways. For one, perpetrators of violence against women of color routinely receive lesser punishments than those of white women. Further, LGBT individuals are 2 times more likely to be targets of hate crimes than African Americans and 15 more times likely than white Americans. So what are the benefits of using an intersectional framework in women's movements? First of all, it allows for inclusivity. This means a recognition of an individual's identities as collective and inseparable are crucial to an intersectional social movement. It also brings strength in numbers. The Women's March has seen a vibrant spectrum of participants, whether in race, gender, and sexual orientation. And last but not least, it becomes inclusive of specific demands of participating disadvantaged constituents. This is why intersectionality is a core value of the Women's March. According to Linda Sarsour, co-chair of the National March, one of the goals was to foster inclusivity, to create a space for conversations on deep, problematic issues on division, not to create a further divide. Understanding that not everyone's experience is affected in the same way is crucial to take action. The next question for anyone interested in furthering the objectives of the Women's March is now what? We make a call for remaining critical of yourself, reinforce inclusivity, and foster growth and self-realization in order to include and represent the wide range of intersecting identities within the movement itself.